Hey everybody, this is JTry97, and I wanted to come back to something here, and it's not necessarily a review; it's just my thoughts on something. But I got into kind of an argument last night that brought it back to my attention. A lot of people have been asking me what my feelings are on the 90's series of Jonah Hex. I mean, obviously everyone knows that I'm not fond of them, but really they wanted me to go in and you know, do a review. But I'm not going to do a review. This is going to be basically my thoughts on each of the series within the 90's books, which it was only 3 minis, and just my thoughts on them. Interestingly enough, they were all written by Joe Lansdale. I believe I'm saying that name right. I might have it wrong. Hold on one second. Strangely enough, he wrote 3 episodes of the Batman the Animated Series show, and including the one Showdown, which has Jonah Hex on it. And the Jonah Hex Batman Animated Series episode, I've always found interesting. I didn't think it was the most accurate depiction of Jonah Hex, but you could tell the writer of it clearly grasped the character he was trying to write. And then you get to these, and I forget exactly which order they came out in, so I'm just going to talk about each one as they come to my head. The first one being Riders of the Worm and such. This was 5 issues, and it had Jonah fighting these I guess they were supposed to be like mutant wormmen, like a farmer had ordered a mail order bride, and she had gotten raped by this giant monster worm or something. There is nothing good about this story. There's nothing good about any of them. I'll go ahead and say that. But this is probably a shining pinnacle of what makes these bad. Start off with Jonah doesn't have the right uniform on. We go on to Jonah has a glowing red eye in some scenes where it's never explained why he has the red eye or anything like that. Go on to the fact that these are very poorly written. I mean, it's obvious that he didn't need the writer. I don't want to say he didn't grasp Western culture, but he seems to make the same mistake that people who wrote Deadwood did. That, oh well, it's just not interesting enough. Let's add in some modern cursing. There was a character named Stinky Dick in this. Yeah, let me repeat that. There was a character named Stinky Dick, and it just goes on like that. It was Joe R. Lansdale. There it is. I had his name saved here, and I just didn't. I know they got sued over this from somebody said they were copying their music for this particular run, but they I forget who it was. I didn't care. It wasn't a very popular person as far as I recall. But this was a terrible book. I absolutely hated it. Moving on to the next one, which was Shadows West, which I believe may have been the last one to come out. Shadows West was basically Jonah finding this. I think he was trying to get this Indian woman from one place to another, who had a half-bear baby, and it was like a spirit baby or something. I don't remember an exceptional amount about this, except it had the same poor writing, the same, just overall crap, and the whole shadow bear baby thing just didn't get me. And then we come to the final series, which is saved for the end because it's actually important to the film and Jonah Hex lore. Two Gun Mojo. Now in Two Gun Mojo, it's basically Jonah kind of randomly encountering this guy called Doc Cross Williams, who will be appearing in the movie. Thank God. The way the script reads, nothing like he is in this book. And Doc Cross Williams calls himself a wizard. He has like these half moon glasses, and he's got this giant, like flamboyantly gay clothing on. And where everybody keeps getting their zombies and Jonah Hex from, he actually has like a zombie Wild Bill Hickok following him around. And he's basically mixed up this potion where if you pour it down someone's throat as they're dying, then hey, they're a zombie. I mean, that's all there is to say. It's not good. It's probably one of the worst. I'm gonna say Riders of the Worm is the worst out of the 3, but it's not like it's like saying, hey, getting shot in the leg is better than getting shot in the head. These are by far still, in my opinion, the pinnacle of Jonah Hex arcs to avoid. Now, a lot of people argue that these are good. The only reason I can ever possibly find is that these came out in the 90's, and these are the ones that modern day Jonah Hex fans like that started their interest in, which is the only good that could come out of this series. These are terrible. I mean, there's nostalgia attached to it for some people, which I can understand, but at some point you have to say, hey, this book sucks. These are bad. These should be avoided. I'm sorry if anyone out there is getting upset with me for saying this, but if you're a Jonah Hex fan and you're, strongly supporting these, I'm betting they're the ones you started on. Personally, I'm a big Jonah Hex fan. I know quite a few Jonah Hex fans, and the majority is these suck. So, if you're considering picking these up, skip them. Go with Showcase. The original stuff is probably some of the best. New stuff, of course, isn't bad. It's actually pretty good. And this is JTrain97 saying I'll see you soon, YouTube.